Well, I watched with the closed caption.
Did you?
A lot, actually. Not that episode, but I
I was,
did.
I was gonna say Family Matters on a Friday night.
No. Well, hello and welcome to episode 40 something of the Watch It Bro podcast. I'm Tristan. I
And
forgot.
I'm
I'm Tristan, as
and I'm
always.
Marshall. And I'm Marshall,
And
who's
he's
who's here
Marshall.
most of the time.
Hasn't missed an episode yet. But
Nope.
today's recording day, and we're going to talk about Shanghai Knights.
The sequel to Shanghai Noon.
Thank you. Forgot to mention that. Now, before we get into anything else,
Okay.
as most of you listeners have probably seen on our cover that we do, you'll see me in the position of Jackie Chan doing a flying sidekick. That is not a posed picture. That is an action shot. When I was a kid, I took what?
I was gonna say it is a posed picture. You posed for it.
That was an action shot. I did not get into position on something and then have you just remove the background or use me like I did with Black Sheep.
Okay, true. You are jumping up and doing the thing.
Yes. So, I took Taekwondo as a kid and then Muay Thai as an adult, briefly. About a year of Muay Thai. So when this came up, I was like, you know what? I'm only 38. I can still do that. It took 5 attempts to get it right, with my poor wife just clicking that picture taken button repeatedly while I performed
The picture
these.
taken button.
What do you call it? Come up with a name right now.
It's the shutter button. The picture
That's no
taking button.
exactly. Anywho, so yes, she did that for me. It took 5 attempts to get that.
Yeah,
I hurt for 3 days after.
it's worth
But
it.
that was my level of commitment to this podcast.
Yeah,
Tell your friends to listen to us, because I put in effort.
he does. He does put in a lot of effort.
But yes, that is I'm actually doing the kick.
Yes.
Surprisingly well and nimble for a man of 38 that doesn't exercise or stretch.
I believe in you, and you did it.
Yeah. And I can't even blame you, because I picked the movie.
True. You did. Good job.
Thank you. But as previously stated, we are talking about Shanghai Knights.
That we are.
It was directed by David Dobkin.
It was indeed.
The screenplay was once again by Alfred Gall and Miles Miller. It is once again starring Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson.
It is.
But we have a couple newbies coming into the play.
We do have some newbies.
We got some Donnie Yen.
The great Donnie Yen. I have fun facts about Donnie Yen.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want to get into them when they come up?
No, it's fine. Donnie
Okay.
Yen was in Rogue One, and he's been the star of Ip Man series for the last. I mean, there's 4 of them or so. But he was very popular in China around the same time Jackie Chan was, and this is their first time working together.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah.
And who does he play?
He plays Wu Chen.
Yes, Wu Chen.
Haha.
That's because Marshall's not good with names. That's why I quizzed him real quick.
Yeah, I got it though.
He did get it. And then we have, rounding out our starring cast according to the Wikipedia, Aidan Gillen, who you might have seen in Bohemian Rhapsody or Game of Thrones. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. I hear it's good. I don't know if I'll watch it. But we are not a Game of Thrones podcast. Shanghai Knights was released February 7th, 2003, on a budget of $50 million, and it raked in $88.3 million at the box office. So it still made money.
Yay for making money.
Actually. That's why I go to work every day. Didn't have anything more.
Oh, okay.
Well, shall we get into this?
I was gonna say if I've got one more thing to say, unless you want to talk about it at the end.
Oh no, give it to me now.
Okay. This is the last of the Shanghai movies. There was plans and a script written for a Shanghai Sea,
Yes.
which was the third one, and it never got made because they had greenlit Pirates 2 and 3, Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3, and they figured it would flood the market with pirate films.
That does make sense. And there have been talks of a sequel more recently, but those rumors were squashed because Jackie Chan stated that he does not want to revisit the Shanghai series and he instead wants to do another Rush Hour.
Yes, yes, he said he had more fun doing the Rush Hour movies.
Wow.
Poor Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Well, should we get into it now?
Let's get into it.
All right. So we open with the Spyglass logo, not Touchstone. Touchstone. Did that last time.
Touchtone.
But
Like
this
a
is a
touchtone phone.
Spyglass.
No.
No. Stop it. But it's a spyglass film, which I think this might be our first spyglass film.
Yeah, probably. At least I haven't said Spyglass logo.
Keep
At
going.
least, at least I haven't said Spyglass logo on any of the movies that I've done.
And I'm keeping all your fumbling in.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Because I kept all my fumbling in the last episode.
All right.
But we get the opening credits. It's a bunch of Chinese writing with orange illuminations behind, and we get a glimpse of some jewelry.
Yes, some nice
I don't
shiny jewels.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But then we see a lady. She lights a lantern, lights a match, then lights the lantern. Then she walks outside. It's snowy. It's dark. She's in the Forbidden City, China,
Yep.
1887. We see a guy polishing a jewel. It's a biggin.
Yep.
And we see the girl is just kind of watching, and then she gets caught by him because he is quite the observationist.
Okay.
He's quite observant.
Yes, he is.
But he has to be. We find out in the next scene because it cuts quickly to them having tea. He's her father,
Yep.
and he is the guardian of the Imperial Seal, which is what that gem is. The
It
Imperial
is
Seal.
indeed. I was gonna say the lady here is Fan Wong, Chinese actress. This is her first English film, and she is one of the stars of this movie as well.
Yes, she is. We also find out that she is John Wayne's sister.
Yes.
But yes, the we find out that the Imperial Seal is sacred jewel of the Emperor.
Yes. It is the emperor. I mean, the emperor's seal. It
Yeah.
uses it for stamps and stuff.
Yes. And then we find out that Guy dude is mad at John Wayne for going and staying in America.
Guy dude who's her father and his father.
Yes. So John Wayne's dad is upset with him for staying in America.
Yes. Yes, he is.
He says he has no son. Yeah, basically just owns the dude.
Yeah.
And then we see that the palace is being invaded by a guy who bears a striking resemblance to Paul Rudd.
A little bit. He's got a fabulous collar in this scene.
He does. And then we get a
It's like a
sister
high
fight
collar
scene.
that touches his ears.
Yeah, very very Final Fantasy.
Yes.
But then we get our first fight scene, and it's not Jackie Chan fighting.
No, it is not. It is
His
his
sister,
sister.
whose name is Lynn.
Yes.
And yeah, so the situation as it sits right now is Paul Rudd looking guy. Let's just name him now. Rathbone is his name. Rodney Rathbone.
Yeah.
Not
And
Rodney.
this is Aidan Gillen, one of the guys you mentioned for starring in this movie.
Yes. And his name's not Rodney. Rodney
No,
Rathbone
it's
is a character from Adventures in Odyssey.
no, it is not Rodney Rathbone.
He does look like a Rodney though. But
It's
he's
Lord
being
Nelson
held
Rathbone.
Nelson Rathbone, that's it. But he's being held at sword point by um the Imperial Guard or the Seal Guard or the Seal guy,
John's father.
Chan's father. And Lynn is fighting off all the minions, essentially.
Yeah. She's doing a good job of it. She knows what she's
She
doing.
is. And then she gets kicked, and Dad gets distracted, and that is enough for him to be subdued and stabbed with a wicked looking sword or knife.
Wavy dagger.
Wavy dagger. which is you don't want to get stabbed with one of those.
No, you don't.
And
Looks like it hurt.
does that look like it feels good? No. Paul Rudd says his final few words
You're gonna
as
confuse people.
it's not Paul Rudd. Sorry, I'll cut that out. Maybe.
Rathbone.
Rathbone says a few final words to Father before,
Like, you foolish old man.
yeah. And I love that they get right in with the comedy, even though like it's an intense, sad scene.
Yeah.
Because Lynn like cleans up. Rathbone like grabs the seal. She kicks him square in the face before she gets subdued.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he's like rubbing his jaw and he's like a little offended that she kicked him. I thought it was funny.
It was. But yeah, he grabs the little box the seals in and the key around Sean's father's neck.
That's right. He steals his keys.
Yep.
But yeah, she gets knocked out. She gets, yeah, taken out pretty good. Kicked through a wall. That's rough. And
Yeah, but it was
they,
like a lattice work.
that was a mighty wallop.
I know.
But the bad guys leave. She gets up. She goes over to her dad. Her dad has a puzzle box. Says, "Give this to your brother," and promptly dies. And we cut to Carson City, Nevada, still 1887,
Yep. Yep.
and
Same year.
we see that Chan is quite the sheriff because he does not have a wanted board. He has an arrested board. His Marshall's gonna sneeze.
I muted.
Right, we're both having sneezing fits right now. It's great. I didn't know sneezes were contagious, but
I
apparently,
did either, especially over the the interbox.
yeah, right. So, John has an arrested board instead of a wanted board because he's just that good. His deputy is kind of useless, just sitting there reading books, and they're Roy O'Bannon books.
Yes, and this book in particular is Roy O'Bannon versus the Mummies.
Yes, written by Sage McAllister or something.
Yep. Yep.
Fun fact.
I like fun facts.
Because the one thing about the Shanghai movies is they do make a lot of references to history.
Yes.
Mark Twain was quote unquote said to be he was said to be born in Nevada
Yeah.
because that is where Samuel Clemens created his pen name of Mark Twain.
And the author on the back of this Roy O'Bannon novel looks a lot like Mark Twain.
Yes, but it is Owen Wilson in a Mark Twain getup.
It is. It is. If you blink and you'll miss it, but you look at that picture like that's Owen Wilson with a big old beard
Yeah,
or
yeah,
mustache thing.
yeah. But that is a nod to Mark Twain.
Yes.
One of the only references in this that they don't spell out for you at some point in the movie.
Yes, there are a few that they. I mean, they spell it. They've spelled them out in the last one too, but.
Right. I'm saying this is the only one that they don't spell it out. They
Oh,
just
okay.
kind of
Yes.
leave that as a see if you can pick it up kind of thing. And then it's high noon, and that means that the carriage is coming with the princess. You know, Princess Pepe.
Right.
And so Chan goes out to meet her, but she's too busy in San Francisco, which I'm glad they at least covered why she's not in this movie.
Yeah, she's working in San Francisco, making sure everybody's taken care of. She's still doing her thing, and and from what it sounds like, that he checks the nude stage every day to see if she's coming back.
Yeah, she's not.
No, and he's kind of sad.
Which makes sense. I mean, he did fancy her, and it seemed like they were hitting it off pretty goodly.
Yeah.
And she apparently, yeah, no, nothing. But the mail does come, and Chong gets a parcel from his sister.
Oh yeah,
Climbs the mountain.
the guy's like, no princess, but this came for you.
This came for you, and he's like, "Oh, cool!" And he opens it up, and then climbs the mountain and starts a fire.
Yep. Yep. He reads it. He doesn't even tell us what it says, but you can I mean, based on what happened and who died, you're like, oh okay, he's mourning. He's
Yeah.
doing his thing.
Yes. Which that is. Do you really have to climb a mountain and start a big bonfire to mourn?
I don't know if it was a full size mountain or just like a big old hill, but
They did an aerial shot? It was
I know
cold.
it was a mountain.
There was snow.
There's mountains in Nevada.
Yeah. But we cut to the next day. And Chan's getting ready to leave. His horse is sitting out front. Yes, literally. He um, passes his sheriff's gun and badge onto his deputy, leaving his town in very unqualified hands.
I mean, it'll be unqualified hands, just not as qualified as what they had before.
It seems like Chan was doing all the work and the deputy was just sitting there reading Roy O'Bannon novels.
I mean, that's fair.
Speaking of, the deputy asks about Roy, who is living in New York, because that's where Chan's headed,
Yep.
and really asking if he's living a lavish and, dare I say, playboy lifestyle.
Yeah, that would be a good way to put it. She's like, Rosa living it up, right?
Yeah, living it up. And Chan insists that no. Roy's married now, and he's completely changed. And we do. It's not quite an optical flip,
But it's a
but
hard cut.
it's a hard cut to Roy opening champagne with a couple,
With two ladies.
with two ladies.
Yes.
And they seem to be having a fun time.
Yes. And Roy is waxing poetic about his adventures, um, saving the princess,
Hmm.
being an outlaw.
He has no wife. We never know what happened to Chan's wife from the first movie.
Or, I guess, yeah, Child's wife. I don't know who she's actually married to.
Apparently, from what Chan had said, when he's like, "No, Roy's married now," we're to assume
That they got married.
they got married, and Chan broke it off with his first wife, married the princess because she fancied Roy, and yeah. But they don't waste any time. Chan shows up at the hotel where Roy is staying.
Right. He needs to get his money so he can get to London.
Right, because Roy invested all the Emperor's gold that he'd gotten as a reward.
Yep.
And he's going to collect so he can go to London. We don't know that yet, though. Do we know that yet? We might know that yet.
We don't know exactly where he's going. We just know he's going to get his money from Roy in New York.
Fair. So he runs into Roy, and he holds him up, sticks his
Yep.
finger in his back. And they have a brief greeting, then they argue about money because Sean finds out that Roy is actually a waiter at this hotel.
Yeah, he's like, "Where's my money?" He's like, "Don't worry, I invested it for you. We can't get it out right now. It's tied up."
It's what's called a long-term investment.
Yeah, which he says is Zeppelins.
Yikes. Yeah, Zeppelins did not take off.
Ah.
But Sean's like, "Hey, dude, I gotta go. I gotta get to London. Here's why." And Roy's like, "Oh,
Yeah, as he's
no,
trying to
we're gonna.
explain, Roy's like, "Come on, we can have fun." He's just like, "No, my dad died. I gotta get to London."
My sister's in London. She tracked his killer to London." And then Roy's like, "All right, well, we gotta go. We're gonna
Sounds like,
get you to
"No,
London.
we need money."
I got a
And
plan."
he's like, "Yeah, I got a plan. Take this key, go take a bath and clean up, and it'll reveal itself."
Yeah. And so Sean is in the bath, and we realize why this movie's rated PG-13.
Little bit.
A lady shows up in Sean's room, or the room
Yep.
Sean is in,
Yes.
and
Yes.
she wants a chiropractic adjustment,
She does.
which is revealed here in a little bit. Um, Sean and Roy argue because neither one of them are chiropractors or massage therapists, but Roy's essentially like, "We'll just make it up as you go and get in there and work your magic."
Yeah.
And
She wants taxes for money. I don't know how to do taxes.
yeah, essentially they're hiring them to do their taxes.
Yeah.
And Sean's
He's like,
like,
"Why not? I'm gonna do her taxes for money."
"Yeah." And
Or Roy's
Sean's like,
like,
"I don't know how to do taxes.
or I don't want to do
I
taxes.
don't want to do taxes." Anyway, we see a bunch of cops and a constable, I believe is what, or no, constable's English. They're in New York. So we
Yeah.
see cops and a police chief show up, it looks like.
I think that's that is cops and the mayor.
Okay, is it the mayor?
Yes. And he
I
wants to
thought
know
it
where
was the
his
mayor.
daughters are.
Yes. And we see a lady behind the counter call up to Roy's room and say, "So, we've got a problem."
You're in trouble. You got to make tracks.
Yeah, in a hurry, move with a
Yeah.
purpose. And so Roy runs out, goes, checks on Chan. We see Chan is in the middle of a literal chiropractic adjustment, it looks like.
He's like, "What are you doing? I'm adjusting her back."
Yeah, I guess taxes went quick. I don't know. They never got to the taxes,
I don't think so.
so they
Because
make a
Roy got
break
out of there
for it.
pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah, no, they did get out of there pretty quick. But Roy and Chan are to escape the hotel. They come up with fake names, or Roy does. Um,
Roy's always got a plan.
Always has a plan that involves somebody else taking the fall for him
Yes.
or taking the risk. But Chan's new name is Benihana,
Yep.
which is a reference to the restaurant.
It is.
And for all you listening, if you don't know what Benihana's is, and you can make it somewhere to the west coast of the United States, I believe. I
I
believe they
mean,
have a
they've
few
got
in.
them all over still.
Yeah, okay, I guess they're all over the United States. It is a Japanese restaurant where you sit around. Your table is around a giant griddle,
Big hibachi grill.
and the chef is standing in the middle, and they cook it right there in front of you, and they do tricks, and they fling shrimp at you.
Let's get senjutsu.
Achoo! Bless you, you magnificent man.
Oh, but Roy at this point, Roy's like, "Look, we got to get out of here. There's some bad men after me. I did nothing wrong. They want to hurt me.
They're all crooked cops.
They're all crooked cops."
Just walk by them and don't let them notice you.
Yeah, because they make it down to the lobby,
Yep.
as the mayor and his some of his people make it upstairs.
So Chan very suspiciously walks past everybody,
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it out the door, and as soon as he gets out the door, he makes direct eye contact with the cop standing out there, panics, and walks back in,
yeah,
and then makes eye contact with with another one, panics and turns around again, and so they. My thought was, oh, they clearly want to ask this man a couple questions because he does look a little concerned.
yeah.
But instead, they just attack him
Yep,
and they get beaten up to a jaunty tune.
they do, and this is a fun fight. Um,
It is. Like Jackie Chan's fights aren't always fun.
right, but this one takes place inside a revolving door,
Yes.
and Jackie Chan artfully uses the billy clubs of all the officers as restraints as well, because they have the billy clubs attached to their wrists with these little leather straps, and he's pulling their arms behind their back, wrapping their hands up. He's got one guy pinned to the door with the billy club in his arms. The two other guys are just kind of shoved in the bell cart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's part of what made Jackie Chan so successful, I think, in the States.
Yeah.
Was I mean, Bruce Lee, okay? So Bruce Lee was one of the first to really bring martial arts over to the States
Yes.
and have that grow, that kind of film or genre, I'd say, grow in popularity. And that was just because Bruce Lee was uh, insanely fast and powerful.
Yes. Yes.
And
There was
it
he
was
had to slow down some so the camera could catch him. The older cameras that they were using at the time.
yeah, to catch his movements, which is just
Yeah.
crazy. And that was what people in America had never seen anything like that before, and so that was the big draw. And so after he passed and that kind of settled down, Jackie Chan comes over with almost a resurgence of the martial art film genre by adding his choreography to it. It's almost a dance the way he fights,
Yes. Yes,
and
that's a good way to put it.
it's definitely an art form. He can. I mean, I've seen fights of his that are just impressive, that aren't comical as well. But to be able to have a fight scene, I mean, they last a while too. But to have them be able to be so entertaining and new in
Yeah.
every movie, yeah. No wonder he was so popular.
And still is.
Yeah, they just came out with a new Karate Kid movie.
Yep.
Or it's on its way out,
I
which
think I think it
looks
just came out.
looks
It does
great.
It does look great. It looks, yeah. Actually, I wanted to see that.
I want to see it too. Yeah, we're thinking of Rachel and I are thinking about going down to the. We have a drive-in about 40
Oh,
minutes
fun.
from us, so we're thinking about hitting a double feature and seeing the new Karate Kid. Because
That'd be cool.
that because this movie officially adds Jackie Chan's Karate Kid movie to the canon.
Yes, yes, it does.
Anyway, getting back to our movie,
Yes.
our heroes get away.
Yeah. After Sean's done fighting, he turns around and Roy's already outside. He slipped out at some point.
Uh,
He's like, "Come on, I got away. I got us a ride."
he just baits Chan into creating a distraction.
Yeah. They
I
end
don't
up
know
on
how he
a.
got outside though. With more than one door.
Yeah, there's two side doors too, so it's not just the revolving door.
Oh, so yeah, he just walked out the side door because
Yeah.
everyone was getting beaten up.
Yeah. But he's his passage is a trunk that's going on a ship. So they're
Yeah,
shoved
it's like
into this trunk.
a big like makeup trunk or costuming trunk.
Yeah.
Something someone's gonna be mad that their stuff's not in it anymore.
Yes.
But it works. They're on a boat. They're on a boat. I don't know why that was popular.
I don't either.
um, but yeah, they're on the boat. Sean is sitting at the back working his puzzle box. Roy shows up. We have Sean explain the plot of the movie to Roy
Yes.
and then explain the history of kind of what led up to this point. And then Sean also talks about the puzzle box. And Roy's like, just smash it open. See what's in there.
Yeah,
Sean's
it's
like,
easy. Just smash it open.
Sean's
And
like, that's not how we do it. There's a message in there. It's an exercise in patience, and once I'm able to open it, that means I'm ready to read the message inside, which is kind of poetic.
it is kind of poetic. Now this scene where they're at the back of the boat talking about this, and Roy's like, "Just smash the sucker open." I'm looking at him like, okay. In both movies, and this is what I realize: it both movies are period pieces, westerns, except for Roy. He's just Owen Wilson in these movies.
Yes.
He uses he has no accent,
Nope.
no accent or anything. No, um, doesn't even use the right word uses. He's using modern words in this kind of. He's the say like kid in King Arthur's court of this Western series.
Right. Yeah. No, I was noticing that too. Is he's just, and that's part of the joke. Is like, it. Yeah, he's a modern day dude that is just
There,
there. Weird. But they get to London, and we see our villain is some kind of diplomat, and he's at a big diplomatic meeting.
Carville is not
Oh,
a diplomat.
sure.
He's a lord. He's 10th in line for the throne of England.
That's was that completely revealed at this point? No. Did he go on a diplomatic adventure? Yes. Ergo, some kind of diplomat
Okay.
at this point. And he says he just got back from China, and China is he doesn't say good things about China.
Says they're in a bad spot. It's not looking good. We got to do something.
Correct. Then we cut to Chan and Roy, and they're walking the streets of London. And some little kid bumps into Roy and steals his watch.
This is great too because Roy's talking about how he wants a family, how he's great with kids. The
Yes.
kid bumps into him. He's like, "Out of the way, little one."
Calls him a little punk.
He does
They didn't have that word in 1887. I
Ag-
guarantee you.
again. He's a man at a time. But yeah, he's like, "I'm great with kids. Hey, get out of the way, little punk."
Yeah.
And then he flashes the watch. He's like, "Hey, my uncle stole that. Give it back.
I stole that from my uncle.
I stole that from my uncle."
And so they chase the kid. As they're running after this kid, we see the kid gets cornered by another ruffian.
A street gang.
Sure. And then that causes Roy and Sean to be able to catch the kid. Roy's like, "Hey man, do whatever you want to the kid, but you got my watch, so give that back." Which great with kids.
Yeah, yeah. And this guy's making sure that the kid's not stealing on their turf anymore.
Right.
And he sees the watch. He's like,
Then he said he's gonna beat up the kid. Like,
Y-
that's
Yeah,
not cool. So yeah, Roy
the
asked for his
1800s that
watch back.
happened.
Yeah, it yes it did. And the guy's like, "You can't have your watch back." And Roy's like, "Oh, great." And then we get a fight scene.
Yes,
Some
we do.
more jaunty music.
We do, and this one. I mean, they're all fun fight scenes, um, but with the different props and aspects of it, this one's a lot of fun because there's the ladders involved at some point,
Yeah.
where the guy slides down the stairs on the rails.
Yeah, that was fun where John like throws his feet up and he slides down on the
Yeah,
ladder.
he's got this guy in the middle of a ladder, and it's like, oh, he's on the rail, just slides him down.
Yep. Or one of my favorite parts is when John's being chased and he like slides over the or runs across the table and then jumps and hits the end of it and it flies up and takes the guy out and
Yeah,
at the same time lands on his back and he flips it over his back and then it lands angling up against the building which he then runs up and jumps and climbs up to the on top of the building.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
good stuff.
great, great stunt work, great choreography on these fights, and then there's the bit toward at the end with the where he's got the umbrellas. Uh, the kids watching this whole thing and loving it. But we also, as he's whipping people around with the umbrellas and he's opening one, he there that starts playing "Singing in the Rain" as he's dancing on top of the boxes. Um,
Yep. The music was on point in this movie.
yeah,
That they did a really good job with the soundtrack to this film. And
yeah,
we've had a few fight scenes now.
yes,
Keep in mind, Jackie Chan is now 53
and he does all his own stunts.
and he does all his own stunt work. Let's see. Ah, yeah, 53, 54.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting close to his mid 50s. And I hurt for 3 days doing a kick for the cover.
Well, you're not in that good a shape
Thanks.
as Jackie Chan at that time.
That's Jackie Chan now at 72.
Dang.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, the cops come in and break it up, and they're like, "You need to come with us to the yard, Scotland Yard."
Yeah. Yeah. And Roy's like, this isn't a yard, this is a prison.
And this made me chuckle. This part right here,
Yeah.
because John's like, "Roy, calm down. You need to relax." And I'm like, "Oh, it's the first movie, but switched."
Yeah. There's a lot of that in this movie.
Yes, and that was a nice play. I thought it was really funny that they did it like that. And then so the cops come in and they thank Roy and Sean for capturing the street gang.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the inspector that comes in, right?
Yeah.
Artie.
Inspector Artie Doyle. Yep.
Artie Doyle. Do you have a fun fact about this character?
Not at the moment.
Oh, not at the moment.
We can have a fun fact about. Do you have a fun fact that you want to talk about?
Actually, let's do it later
Okay.
when the cycle completes and it becomes
Okay.
more apparent.
But yeah, he comes in and hugs them. He's like, "Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
We've been trying to get that street gang for months,
2 years,
2 years, well, months." But
and you do it in an afternoon. You go, what can we do for you? And he's like, I'm here for my sister. She's at this address. And the inspector's like, oh, you
she's not.
better come with me.
Yeah,
So they go with
we.
him.
I was gonna say we also find out from Artie that the kid turned in Roy's watch.
Oh yeah, that his uncle stole from Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, yeah. So his uncle stole it from Abraham Lincoln, and he stole it from his uncle. The kid stole it from him, and then it cycled back and is
Circle of
now
thieving.
the circle of thieving. It's now back in Roy's possession. But we find that Artie's got kind of a deductive reasoning about him. He says he can find out minute details about people by looking at investigating their items and kind of breaks down Roy a little bit. And Roy's
A
like,
little
well,
bit.
exactly to a T. And
He-
John's smiling, and Roy's like, I don't see it, you jerk.
that must be a great party trick on kids for birthday parties, but it doesn't work on adults.
Right, right,
And then he says, "Yeah, that doesn't work on Royal." He drops his name,
right.
and the inspector's like, "Wait, you're Roy O'Bannon from the movies? Nope, from the book series."
He's like, yeah, you've heard of me? This is the Shanghai Kid.
Yeah, so they get very, yeah, so they set that up, but
They get very
they,
chubby. Yeah, yeah, it's
they
great because he insults him. He's like, oh, wait, you know me. We're
Yep,
friends now.
yep. And then they go to check on Chan's sister's room, where
Lynn.
she is
Yes.
Lynn. Yes,
Room. Cell.
so where she's staying.
I mean, she's currently
Which
staying there.
and yeah, so Chan goes in. We see her. We see like a the
Like she's
test.
hidden under the bed,
Yeah, and then she
or she's
drops from
lying
the
down.
ceiling. We see her on the ceiling, and she drops down, and she kicks Artie in the face. She really likes to kick people in the face.
It's a good move.
It hurts.
It does. And to fight quick.
Usually does, yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so Lynn and Sean are reunited. They do a little catching up.
Yes.
They have to leave her in the cell.
Yeah. Apparently, she tried to kill Lord Rathbone, got caught, and is going to go on trial.
Yeah. And so we go back out to
They they say goodbye, and Roy is smitten from second one seeing her.
yeah. So and I glossed over this on the boat, where Sean is kind of getting Roy up to speed, and Roy's like, "Oh, you got a sister? Well,
How
come
come you
on,
never told
wait,
me?
how come you never told me? Does she look like you, or is she pretty? Be honest."
Yeah.
Because
And
he's
Roy's
just
kind of
kind
going
of
through. We find out Roy's also going through kind of a midlife crisis here, or just a
yeah.
life crisis.
Almost he's 30.
37.
He said 30.
He did 30. It's like I'm a 30-year-old waiter. There's not a lot of future in that.
Yeah, fair.
True,
That is absolutely true. But
but
anyway,
as a party gift, he's like, "Here, take my lucky lucky deck of playing cards."
just ignore the scantily clad women on the front.
Yes.
Is that the right way to say that?
I mean, I don't think they're wearing anything, so they're not scantily clad. They're just not clad.
Pay no attention to the pictures on the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they go out to Artie's office and they discuss how to get. They have more details on what's going on, and that's when we really find out why she's in trouble. And he's like, "Yeah, they call her Looney Lynn," which
Yeah,
is clever at the time.
it is. He's like, yeah, they'll put her on trial. They'll probably put her in a loony bin or an asylum for criminally insane.
Yeah. And Roy's like, all right, here's what we can do. I'll come
Yes,
out. We'll do a thing. I'll sign a bunch of autographs and whatnot. And yeah, we'll do that in exchange for getting her out. And Artie's like, you don't understand. She didn't just try to kill somebody. She tried to kill the guy who's 10th in line for the throne.
yes,
This is where
and
we get
apparently
briefed on.
the queen's favorite nephew or something like that.
Yes. So there's not, they cannot go the bribery route.
Right, right. They've got to figure something else out.
Yep.
But Artie's kind of letting them go do their investigation thing. He's happy that they helped the street gang. They're famous
Yeah.
do-gooders, so they're off to do good.
Yep. Go do good. Now, we cut. And we see Rathbone riding in a car. And there is, I'm just going to name the character, Wu Chen.
Yep.
There, he has questions. Rathbone is
Things-
not thrilled because they should not be being seen together.
Yes.
That and then this scene pretty much briefs us on the fact that Rathbone took this Emperor's seal to give to Wu Chen so that Wu Chen could claim the Emperor title, and in exchange he's going to take out 9 royal family members so that Mr. 10 could claim the throne.
Exactly. It's the strangers on a train.
Yes, strangers in a train.
The play where you kill this person for me, I kill this person for you. We both get what we want.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar.
Okay.
Um, I don't know what that says.
Party.
Roy messes with one of the Queen's guards.
Yes.
That's where we are. He's like, no, you can do whatever you want. They can't move. Watch.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
But then he
starts
touches him.
and gets clubbed in the jewels by his gun.
Yeah. Butt of the rifle to his boys.
Yes. And the little kid comes up and laughs at him because you shouldn't have touched him.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, you're not allowed to do that."
Apparently, once you touch him, all bets are off.
Yeah. Yep. Apparently.
It reminded me of the Mr. Bean bit where he's trying
Yeah.
to get a picture with him, and he's like, yeah, the whole episode is him just setting this guy up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Mr.
Putting
Bean
little
is
flowers in
hysterical.
his hat.
Cleaning his gun.
Guy watching him as he pulls the
He's
trigger.
dusting off the trigger, just looking real nervous.
Yeah.
So, at what point can you even be like, stop it?
It's like, look, I know I'm supposed to move, but stop it.
Yeah. But then it starts to rain, and the kids like. This is where we get the. I think you mentioned this in the last film.
Yeah.
The little orphan jab.
Yeah. He's
We have parents. You know parents. You know what that is? No, you don't, because you don't have any. Because you're a little orphan.
yeah. He's asking Sean about where he learned to fight. He's like, his dad taught him, but you wouldn't know about that, like a father. No, we have parents that love us. You don't, because you're a little orphan.
It's so mean.
It's so mean. Which I'm just gonna say it now. He comments on this in a blooper scene later. He says a
Yes.
lot. He's like, "It's so mean."
Yes, I'm glad. I'm glad for that. 'Cause, yeah, of course, we watched the blooper reel at the end, and
Yeah, but
yeah, I am glad that he's like, that's horrible.
he's still laughing because it's funny.
It's shock value funny.
It is. It is.
That's what it's
Um,
not that it's actually funny. It's like
it's
you
like, why
laugh
would
because it's
why
why
would you say that?
why would you say that? Oh yeah, because you're great with children.
Yeah, we have parents. Jeez.
And then the kid's still nice to him after
Right,
that.
right. He's like, "Oh, well, you guys need a place to stay. It's raining now."
Yeah, and so he breaks into. I
I
thought he
mean,
was gonna take him back. I'm like, oh, they go back to kids because I like because at this point I decided I really wanted ice cream,
okay.
so I went to the store and bought ice creams and sugar cones.
Okay. They came back.
They came back, but I thought I was gonna get a jump, and I go, kid shows them. I was gonna write kid shows them his hideout.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No,
No, he doesn't
no.
at all.
He breaks into a fancy person's house.
Yeah, which is better, I guess.
Eh,
Anyway,
Kids treating him nice though, giving him coffee, got him all robes.
cookies and cream was the ice cream I had.
Oh, we're still on your ice cream.
It was really well. We went to this. I went to just went to Safeway, and it was on sale. Buy one get one free Tillamook ice cream.
Ooh, Tillamook's one of the best.
Yeah, and then there's someone at our church who grows their own rhubarb, and so Rachel got some of their rhubarb a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I got makins for I got strawberries and makins for pie crust. So she's gonna make a strawberry rhubarb pie. Did you catch that?
Yeah. Nice.
You didn't react in the slightest bit. So it's like
I thought
most
I
people are
did.
like, no, you literally sat there like I was still talking.
Wasn't sure if you were done yet. No,
Oh
rhubarb
yeah,
rhubarb pie sounds great.
strawberry rhubarb. I got strawberries too. Yeah, so I got my ice cream cone. That was our dinner. I was like walking. I'm like, Finley, you want ice cream for dinner? He's like, yeah.
Good
Come
dinner.
here, you little. Come here. He's like, okay.
Come here, you little.
I think it was come here, little guy.
Uh,
What am I gonna call him?
I don't know.
Little
Come here,
buddy?
you little punk. Let's go.
No, I think it was come here, little buddy. What else? Buddy? He's 4.
I don't know.
Or minding his own business. What?
You want ice cream, you little monster? Come here.
Why?
I don't know. He's a sweet kid.
Yeah. Wow. So anyway, I, Roy has an idea. I mean, he's sitting there, he's indulging in living the fancy life, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is great."
Yeah.
Telling the kid he's gonna marry Chan's sister and have a bunch of kids and somehow be rich. And I don't know. And then Chan
Yeah.
comes in and he's like, "Oh, go ahead."
No, I was gonna say he mentions the names of the kids he wants. Vera, Chuck, and Dave. And these are the names of the grandchildren that Paul McCartney fantasizes about in the Beatles song "When I Was 64."
Ah,
So another reference not spelled out completely.
nice. Yeah, I didn't even catch that one. But then, yeah, so Roy's like having brandy. And the kid's
Yeah.
like pouring his brandy, and he goes, "Ah, don't slosh the brandy.
Yeah.
You'll I forget what he says. You'll do something to it." And he's like, "Cheer up, kid. Come on. I'm teaching you a skill. Bartenders make bank." Which I don't think they said bank back in the day.
Not in that context.
No, actually, now did he say bank?
Probably.
I don't remember.
Uh,
Anywho, he's got a plan and he wants to show Chan, so he shows Chan his little drawing, which is a callback to the first movie where he had the
yeah.
drawing of the train. Kid's got a better idea.
Yes.
Finds the invitation to the party because they want to go to the party to
Right.
meet Rathbun and yada yada yada. And yeah, so they're like, "Oh, we have invites. Let's just go to the party.
Yep. There's invitations here. Just
Take one and go."
dress up and go.
So they show up in disguise.
They do.
And the kid wants to come too, and Roy's like, "No, you're the getaway driver. In case we need to get away in a hurry, you sit here by the carriage until you're needed."
Yeah.
Sucks, kid, but deal with it.
Kid's like, fine.
Yeah,
Uh, Roy just is like a general,
yes, he does.
and they
Are we gonna
dress.
talk about how Chan's dressed? Are we gonna talk about this horribly insensitive scene? No, we're not. Okay, watch the movie. So they get in there.
Yes.
Um, so it is kind of important for the plot or for this scene right now to know that he's dressed as a diplomat from India.
Yes.
So they go in and to the stuffy party.
He said they say he's the Maharaj of Nevada.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet.
True.
So this is where we're at right now. Is where
Yeah.
they're stopped by the guy, and the guy's like, "Who are you? So I can announce you." Which I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
I think they should bring this back.
Being announced.
Being announced at a party when you arrive. How cool is that?
That's pretty
I
cool.
want to at my birthday or at some party. I want to walk in there and have some proper British guy tell everyone I'm there. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. Doesn't even have to be proper British.
No, he's got to be proper British.
Oh, okay.
I like the accent. Sorry, it just did us.
That's okay.
And so he asks who they are, and Sean says he's the Majaraha from Nevada, the province of Nevada.
Yep.
And Roy says his name is
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yep. He just makes up a name on the spot.
He looks over at was it the clock?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's the clock. It's Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock something and Holmes something.
Yeah.
He combines it. And then they go into the party and they're kind of enjoying the food.
Yeah.
Chan more than Roy. Roy has the haggis.
Yeah. He's like, oh man, this is good. I thought the food here was supposed to suck. And the guy's like, well, that's from Scotland, and it's haggis, and it's
Yeah, the haggis is fresh from Scotland. It's they use the finest sheep's bladder. And then he spits it out.
yeah. He's like, oh,
Which
come on.
I didn't know. I thought it was the stomach they boiled it in, not the bladder. I could be wrong.
It's maybe stomach now and used to be bladder.
Maybe. If you happen to know that,
Right in.
I was gonna no. I
Oh,
can
okay.
Google it.
We need engagement right in.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, sure. Write us, whatever. Been staying right in for almost 50 episodes. Then all we got is Scott from Iowa. Shout out Scott from Iowa. Thanks for listening.
Jesse wrote in, but we didn't read his.
I read his.
Yeah, he didn't comment on it.
No.
Sorry, Jesse.
Rachel's cousin, Tim, also wrote in, and I didn't shout him out either. I did on the Christmas story episode, though.
Yeah. Could be why more people don't write in. No, that's not it.
That can't be it. Because they don't know people write in, and we don't shout them out. We shout out Scott in Iowa
We did. Hey,
a
Scott.
lot, apparently. Apparently, we're gonna mention Scott in Iowa in regularly until we get another write-in, and we'll shout them out until we get another write-in. So enjoy your 15 minutes in the
What?
sun.
That's
Scott in
better than-
Iowa.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you. So we get Rathbone coming up and talking to Chan, as Chan is mowing down on something that looks exotic.
Yeah. Roy's gonna go wash his mouth out with whiskey, so Chon's by himself.
Seems to be enjoying the food.
Yes, he's happy,
Yes.
and then he's less happy when when Rathbone shows up.
Right, and he's ready to just run him through right there. He's got sworded hand and everything.
It's the knife from cutting the meat on the table. It's not a sword.
There's a big knife.
Yeah,
I think he could have
But
killed
yeah.
him with it.
and he's like, patience. Can't kill can't kill a lord at a party.
It
Get
could.
away. And get away.
Probably not on that getaway. But Rathbone excuses himself.
Yeah.
Sean and Roy follow him and are spying on him in a room. There's obviously a secret passageway that they are now looking for. They do a fun little bit of the eyes behind the paintings watching.
Yeah, they follow him to a room. He goes inside. They go inside. There's nothing in there. Like, he's gone. This is the only door. There's got to be a secret room, or there's got to be a secret door or something. And
Right.
then they looking at the eyes like out of a Scooby Doo cartoon.
I was gonna say Three Stooges.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, he's like, the picture's looking at me. Like, no, it's painted to do that. It's an optical
Roy, look.
illusion.
Roy, look, now the dog. Yeah, sure, okay. What, a statue's moving now? And Chan finds a secret passageway, and we get another fight scene, which is
Yep.
fun.
A fight between passageways.
Yeah, no, I mean, classic Jackie Chan making it interesting by using scenery and props.
Yeah.
Just background, just using, background stuff too. Roy has no idea what's going on.
Nope.
Maybe
He
half
did
an
not.
idea of what's going on. Then he gets ambushed, and he can't fight.
No, he can't.
And then Lin comes out of nowhere, which is great,
Yes.
and saves Roy because he was gonna die.
Yeah. She's got Roy's back, and Chan's on the other side of this wall because it's like Indiana Jones. It's a revolving fireplace,
Yeah, I want to get one of those.
secret passageway, and Chan's during the fight. He realizes the guards aren't hitting these artifacts. It's a lot of fancy vases and
Vases. Oh, cool.
they're fancy. They're vases.
Yeah. I think there's like a dollar amount
Yeah.
where if it's under a certain amount, it's a vase, and if it's over a certain amount, it's a vase.
Right. Anyway, yeah, he holds one up and they stop their sword swing so he don't hit it, and he realizes that they're not hitting the expensive stuff. So he starts chucking that at them.
Oh my! This is such a good bit,
It
and
is.
it shows the creativity and the grace of Jackie Chan, because they're going from fighting to now he's grabbing things and like throwing them and handing them off, and like, oh, it's
Yeah, he's-
hysterical. It's hilarious.
The one guy in front of him, he keeps tucking vases under his arms or between his legs to hold as
The other guy's just like waiting for an opening,
yeah.
and then
And then
the
off
guy with all the vases falls over, and Jackie Chan like he catches them, so he like softly lands on the ground because he's not gonna break all these artifacts either,
Yeah.
because he has respect for the culture or whatnot, what have you.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he has respect for the culture where they're from. And so Chan and Lin find a tunnel and they escape. And they follow the tunnel and they pop up and they see Rathbone and Wu Chen, which I liked the little joke here. Wu Chen, woohoo.
Woohoo. Yes, but they
But
see
yeah,
the deal going down.
yes, and they fill Roy in on who Wu Chen is.
Yep.
Lin sneaks off. Roy is surprised and gives himself up after Wu leaves, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then Lin comes out of nowhere attacking Rathbone. We get a small little fight scene. The barn
Yep.
catches fire. Rathbone sets the rest of it on fire. Then Chan sees an opening in the roof because the trapdoor is stuck, which I'm glad they paid attention to that detail. Instead of just like, oh no, we're trapped. It's like, no, trapdoor. They had to
Yeah.
do something with that so that we wouldn't be like, just go out the same way you came in. So Chan's like, hey, Lin, hoist. And she's like, righto. And she runs and jumps on his hands and he flings her up and she scales all the way up and gets out the opening in the roof. And Chan's like, all right, Roy, you're up. And he's like, have you not been paying attention for the last two movies? I can't do that. I can
Yeah. What?
you really think I can do what she just did? Really? Me? What are you doing? No. And John's like, just hurry up. Come on. Just
Just,
try.
just,
Just let's
just,
go.
just do it. Just.
Just do the thing.
He's like,
Just
what in our history together made you think I'm even capable of something like that?
yeah. That's hysterical. I like the awareness. And then Roy sees an automobile
Yes.
and he's like, I got a different idea.
They're gonna
And
argue.
I got RUNNOFT.
Yes. I
And
stumbled over it.
and I like this because they bust through the front door and they almost run over Rathbone,
Yes.
which I like
Yeah.
because he is a good villain because he's burning them alive in the barn, so to speak, and he's gonna watch and make sure that he done it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's good. Good villain. He doesn't just walk away. He's standing there watching it burn, and then they come out. He's like, crud.
'Cause that's not what you want. And apparently, Roy likes driving. And so they
Yes.
drive for quite a while through the woods. Headlights apparently weren't a thing back then.
They were not.
And yeah, they crash.
Yeah. No.
But something we glossed over, uh, roughly around this time, was Roy was talking about investments and whatnot, and Sean was ridiculing him for investing in Zeppelins, and he's like, "Well, I had another investment. It was automobiles, but no one's gonna buy those."
Yeah.
So there's a lot of meta jokes. You call
Yes.
that a
Yeah.
meta joke, right?
Yeah. I'd say so because it's in hindsight. I mean, with us, with watchers, like, okay, automobiles was the way to go. We don't use zeppelins.
No. So
They never did become as big as everybody wanted them to be.
no.
I mean, the Empire State Building had zeppelin ports at the top of it when they built it.
And that's cool. But you know
Yeah,
what? If it wasn't for the Wright brothers, I think Zeppelins would have done better
could be.
because airplanes are faster
Yeah,
and safer.
yeah. I mean, they're not filled with flammable
Gas.
hydrogen.
Yeah. Big deterrent there.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, they have to swerve because there's a horse and carriage in the road, and they've got a flaming piece of the door still attached to the vehicle, so they kind of have a little bit of light.
Yeah. But it's you know how
But
hard it is to see past a fire, to see through a fire, or
oh
see
yeah,
through a light source.
but it lights it up nice for us, the viewers.
Yeah. That's why it's always funny, like in movies like the Mummy and whatnot, where they're holding the torch out in front. It's like you wouldn't hold the torch like that. You'd hold it up above your head.
Yeah,
So the light would illuminate forward and you could see. You wouldn't hold it directly in front of your face.
true, but it makes a good shot.
It does. Anyway, we cut to Rathbone and he's talking with the cops and he's first of all telling them about the people that tried to kill him apparently. And he goes, "How did Looney Lynn escape?" And inspector's like, "Well, that's a funny story. She picked the lock with some less than savory playing cards. And then she scaled through with some bed sheets and undergarments fashioned together. It was really quite impressive."
Yeah, Rathbone was not impressed.
No, no, not nearly as impressed as the inspector was.
Yeah.
But then we cut to, to what?
But that's the Roy's cards coming back. His lucky deck of cards got her out,
Yep. And now he's having a dream,
similar to the
and
first movie
yes,
where he's in the bordello.
and now Lynn is a part of that dream,
Yes. And there's
and
like 10 other people or 10
yeah,
other ladies.
about that, yeah. And then I
He's
was,
like, I don't know who they are.
this is hysterical because she licks his face chin to forehead, and it is fantastically hilarious.
It is.
Because then he responds to her, and then she baz at him.
Yeah. She doesn't say anything, just baz at him.
It's like just like a little sheep, and it's not her making the noise. It is a sheep.
Right, right. He wakes up, he's in the car, there's a sheep sitting in his lap.
Yeah, and yeah. So there, John's already
Did,
awake. He's
did
like,
we say they
"What?
crashed?
Yeah, they crashed.
Yeah, they did crash. I don't think we said they crashed. They just
We
pulled off
might
to
have said
they just huh?
anyway. Yeah, they crashed, and Sean is very upset and confused as to why people would lay a bunch of giant stones in a random field.
Yes.
And then they zoom out, and we find it's Stonehenge,
Yes.
which we still can't figure out Stonehenge. Um, but now they're stuck walking, and they see a horse and carriage coming, and so they hitchhike. And I know holding your thumb out was not a thing in 1887, but that's what Roy's like. Here, stick your thumb out. Let's go.
Yeah. It's like this
This
is
is how
how you
you
hitchhike.
hitchhike. And uh, it's Lynn. Lynn picks him up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's kind of taken I guess she was unnamed, but Sean's wife in the last movie. That kind of role, showing up with the neater.
Yeah. Well, they kind of split it into two.
Yeah.
Because Lynn shows up when needed, and the kid shows up
True.
when
Yeah,
needed.
he's there too.
Because they both
From time to time. He's not there
yeah,
in the wagon. He's
right. But like yeah, he shows up when he's needed, and she shows up when she's needed.
yeah.
Because there are things that the kid can do that Lynn can't, and vice versa.
Right.
Whereas in the first movie, Sean's wife could do it all that was needed.
Yes.
It wasn't as complicated. Anyway, they're riding in the wagon, and Lynn and Roy are making fun of Sean, and Roy's getting a little flirty, and
Yep.
Lynn likes it. Lynn very much likes him, and
Yeah.
Sean very
Like
much does not.
he's like, I'm gonna say something weird. Just put it out there. But you have a great body. There, it's out there. I said it. And
And
she's
she get
all
and she giggles.
and Sean's back there with his puzzle box. It's like, no, that's not happening. He gets up,
Yeah,
he gets up and sits between them.
I don't like the back seat. It
Yeah,
makes me sick, dizzy. Sure, something was making him sick, and it wasn't the
yeah.
back seat.
Oh yeah.
But they pull into a town, and they're gonna stay at a boarding house, is what it's called, and
Yep.
it's recommended and referred to them by the fishermen. And now we see why, because
Yes.
fishermen are lonely. And Roy wants to leave. No, he doesn't. Sean wants to leave,
Yeah.
stay somewhere else. And Roy points out that they could go to a reputable place, but then they would be caught and turned in
Yeah.
because their faces are everywhere, and this is a kind of a no one
See the
really cares who you are kind of place.
yeah, they see the wanted posters.
Yeah,
And they
and
need they need a place where no one knows or no one cares.
yeah, and so the boys are at the bar, and Roy's like, "John, I really like your sister. If you could like talk me up and like, smooth out my rough edges, I'd appreciate it, man." And so Sean, I guess, goes and talks to her,
He's like,
and
I got you. I'll tell her the truth. He's like, no, you can avoid the truth. Just make me look good.
yeah, right. And so Sean's talking with Lynn. Roy is eavesdropping, and we get a flip again of the first movie,
Yep. Yep.
and Sean calls him Roy O. Baloney.
Yep. Roy Obaloney. Then he says that Roy's the type of friend you don't bring around to your other friends because
Yeah, or your family,
yeah.
because he's not trustworthy.
Yep.
Yeah, and Roy's hearing all of it.
Yeah. He's all sad.
Yeah, and then we cut down into the bar, and there's a bit of a confrontation.
Yeah. He's like, oh, my back hurts. Like somebody stuck a knife in it.
Yeah, and then he throws a couple bottles at Sean,
Yeah.
and he gets really mad that Sean has good reflexes and catches him. And then he falls over and asks if Sean really calls him Roy O'Baloney. And that's when Sean realizes that Roy heard everything.
Yep. Then he
He
feels bad.
leaves. Yeah, he feels bad and leaves. Then we cut to Roy going into his room, and I think every female in that building is in Roy's room.
Yeah.
And Sean's there in between them all and goes, "Who loves you, baby?"
Yeah,
Which is hysterical.
it is.
And Roy's like, "Yeah, nice try," and turns around and leaves. And Sean chucks a pillow at him. And Roy's like, "Do that again and you're a dead man." And Sean's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And so he chucks another pillow at him. And Roy calls pillow fight. And that's what happens is there's a pillow fight.
Big old pillow fight. Yep.
Yep.
Feathers flying everywhere.
Yeah. It's it
And
looks it looks like a hoot.
yep.
And then Lynn is coming up to her room and she hears a commotion.
Yeah.
So she goes and checks on it. And this was funny because she walks in and she's like, and Rachel's commentating because she does
Yeah.
that sometimes and it's funny and cute. And she's like, "Oh, now Lynn's gonna walk in and see the pillow fight. Oh, but they don't have shirts on. Oh no, they don't have anything on."
Yeah. At some point they derobed.
Yes, they are in their birthday suits. And Lynn sees this and she is very, very what's the word? Obvious. No. The word what's the word? What's the word where like of course she's upset
Yeah. Miffed.
by this. No, but like it's not apparent, not obviously. She's like well within her rights to be upset about it too. Can't think of the word.
I don't know what word you're trying to go for. But Roy's like, it's not my fault.
She's very justifiably upset.
Yes.
That's not the word either. I don't know what word I'm going for.
She's visibly upset.
Yeah, but she's like, yeah, but she's upset, and like but we understand why she's upset. Anyone would understand why she's upset. Like she would obviously that's obviously a situation that would be upsetting. Seeing your brother and the dude that you're infatuated with naked with a bunch of other people having a pillow fight.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
clearly and not righteously, justifiably. I'm gonna go with justifiably upset. I
Okay.
spent a long time trying to get there.
You did.
It was bugging me. Um, so she runs off. She leaves the boarding house, and she's, oh my gosh, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget about it, but I forgot about it anyway. So we've seen like a few Jack the Ripper references.
Yes. Yes, we have. I think even Arnie mentions this as a guy going out there killing people.
Yes. And then we get the kid going extra extra. Jack the Ripper strikes again.
Yeah.
So Lynn's running off and she gets this creepy feeling. And then she runs into a dude.
Yeah.
And she, I love that this is like, I almost want to just accept this as that's what happened to Jack the Ripper.
I'm good with that.
So like, he's, of course, creeping out on her.
Yeah. It's like,
And
hello.
hello, a nice night for a walk, isn't it? And she's like, uh huh. And he advances and she kicks him in the face and he falls backwards over the bridge into the water and I presume dies.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened to Jack the Ripper.
Yes. I'm good with that. Somebody fought back and he drowned in a river or just fell
Yeah.
off a bridge.
Yeah. Someone he attacked someone and someone killed him
Yeah.
and pushed him and he fell in a river and died. And then she's approached by Rathbone's men
Yes.
and well she doesn't fight back. And she gets captured.
Yep.
And I stopped writing notes at this point.
Like all notes?
Not all notes, but the next thing I have is where they're all captured, and I don't know how Roy and Chan got Roy and Sean get captured.
Oh, I watched this last night.
So did I.
That's one of those things. I'll remember.
Well, I apologize, but I don't remember how we get to the next scene that I have. But we're at the point where Sean and Lynn and Roy are all captured and tied up. They
Well,
got what?
so Chon after Lynn leaves, Chon and Roy go with her. You can see them run out of the establishment, feathers from the pillows going everywhere. I'm
Right.
assuming they probably got picked up too while everybody was outside.
That might have been. I don't remember. that they get captured somehow. They're tied up.
Yep.
All three of them are tied up. Lynn is in this weird contraption where it's like stretching her,
Yeah. Torture device.
kind of torture device. Yeah, while they're trying to get answers, because we totally glossed over the fact that in one of the scenes, hang on, I didn't write any of that down. So, no, okay, yeah, I don't know how they get captured. I thought I saw something, but, but yeah, so they're trying to get. Um, there was a fight scene somehow, and the kid ended up with the seal, right?
Yes.
So they're trying to get information. They're torturing Lynn so that Roy and Sean will tell them where the kid is. They don't know where the kid is.
Oh, that was in the barn, or the with just before the fire.
Yes, it was. Got it. I
He
was
slipped
mixing up
out. He's like,
details.
"Hey, sorry, I'm looking out for number one," like you said, Roy.
Yes, so the kid has the thing.
That's why they're looking
Anywho,
for him so bad because
yeah. But
they
anyway,
need the
so
seal back.
so they decide they're gonna go look for the kid. They're not gonna waste time with that. They're gonna take Lynn because they need her as part of their plan,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna drown Sean and Roy in the river. So they take Lynn, and you got Roy and Sean hanging by their feet. They have a bit of a heart to heart,
Yeah.
and Roy's like, "So you got a plan?" And Sean's like, "Yes, I have an escape plan." And Roy's like, "All right, well, get on it, and I'll wait for you to rescue me." And so Sean escapes, and this fight scene is probably one of my is in my top two favorite, I'd say,
Okay.
of the movie, because Roy is still attached, hanging by his feet,
Yes.
and you see it's got one of those big wheels where you bunch of guys push it and it lowers it or raises it up, and so Jackie Chan is incorporating this into the fight. And at
Yes.
one
Yes,
point,
he is.
he's using the wheel by spinning it back and forth to hit the bad guys, and it's that you can see over his like right next to him, kind of over his shoulder. You see Roy like being dunked into the water and pulled out, and dunked and pulled out, and dunked and pulled out.
Yeah.
And then Sean notices, like spins the wheel to raise him up, and it cuts to Roy, and he's like, "Just drown me, I don't care anymore."
Yeah. He's just
It's
getting dunked
over
over and over.
it. Which, yeah, it was so clever. I like it a lot. But Sean wins, um, frees Roy. They go to the inspector's house because he's been fired and now he's drunk.
Yes.
He lets them know what Rathbone's planning. He gives him because they in the barn he steals the kid's hat
Yeah.
because that's he's trying to chase him and he grabs him, but he grabs only his hat. And he's like, "No, here, Artie, read his hat and tell us where he is." So he does. And so we go to the boys' hideout and they break into the wax museum.
Yes. Tusos.
And I like this bit because they're looking around for the boy, but they're also looking at all the wax figurines and stuff, which I didn't know wax museums were this old.
Yeah, they were.
And so Chan's looking around and he notices Genghis Khan. And he looks over and he sees two guys that look remarkably like the henchmen. The what are they called? Boxers.
Yes, the boxers.
And he stops and he looks at them and they're just standing perfectly still. And he looks back at Genghis Khan and looks back at the boxers and just kind of looking around and no one's moving. And then until it clicks and then they start moving. And now we get a fight scene and Roy runs into the kid. Well, they run into each other. Roy takes the seal from him and is like, "Oh, sorry, kid, I need this. Wow."
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a single wow this whole movie yet.
Wow.
And yeah, so at this point, what happens is the fight stops when was it Rathbone and Wu? They're there
Yeah.
and they have the kid, and they're like, "We're gonna kill the kid unless you give us the this Emperor seal." And Roy hands it over.
Yeah. Yeah. Roy saves the kid.
Right, and then the cops come in and arrest our heroes
Yep.
and Artie, and they're riding in the back of the
Paddy
cop
wagon.
carriage, the paddy wagon. Paddy wagon, yes. And at this point, they figure out what the plan is because it was revealed that they have a machine gun
Yeah.
and that the entire royal family is going to be on a balcony watching a fireworks show that Rathbone has put together. So what's going
Yep.
to happen is Wu is going to shoot all of the royal family while they're watching the fireworks show, wiping them all out so that Rathbone can take the throne as king. And then the
Yes,
kid shows up.
he wants to be king. He
Yes.
just
And then the
can't wait.
kid, yes. He, I applaud you, sir. That was
Thank you.
good. Then the kid shows up and he goes, "Oh, you fellas lost?"
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's got the keys and everything.
he's got a plan. He's got keys. It's all good.
They let him out. He lets them out.
Yes.
And Roy's like, "Hey, kid, why'd you come back for us?" And the kid's like, "Why'd you give up the seal?"
Yeah.
And you get kind of an understanding there. And then, is this where they have the moment? Yeah.
Yeah. This is where they find out the kid's name.
Yeah. Because I never cut your name, kid. And he goes, "Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin."
Yep. He puts the bowler hat on and takes off. And
Yep.
we never said it, but this is an actor, Aaron Taylor Johnson, um, who was most recently in the Craven movie as Craven the Hunter for
Okay.
Marvel. But he also played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. He was in the Godzilla movie a few years back. He's done a bunch of stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But we get the royal family showing up. We see the queen. I think this is the first time we see the queen.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be Queen Victoria.
Yes, I believe that's who this queen is
Yes, it is.
because it's the Victorian era.
Right. So we quickly get, hold on. We cut from there and we see that they still have Lynn tied up. They got the machine gun in position, and we find out that basically what they're planning to do is Wu is going to shoot the royal family, kill Lynn, and leave her laying next to the machine gun.
Right, as kind of a
Done and
patsy.
done.
Not kind of a patsy, an actual patsy.
Named Lynn.
Yep,
So
patsy.
the plan is for him to start shooting during the fireworks show. So that way
Right.
people
So,
can't hear the bullets.
yep.
And the fireworks show starts. And as soon as it starts, the queen notices her favorite nephew
Yep.
and is like,
Thinking
"Hey,
away.
why don't you come up here and enjoy the view? You have a better spot. What are you doing down there?" And so he's right in the way just as soon as Wu's getting ready to shoot. And so Wu doesn't shoot.
Yep. He backs off a little bit. He's like, okay, I won't shoot yet.
And Nelson, uh, yeah,
Yeah, Nelson
Rath-
Rathbone.
Rathbone excuses himself because he has to tend to security duty or whatnot.
Right. She's like, "Oh, you did such a great job. Come sit with me and enjoy this." Like, no. I regretfully have to decline. I can't be here. I've got to take care of things to make sure it goes well.
Right. And as soon as he's out of the crossfire, so to speak, Wu shoots. And hey, you're a horrible shot. Because he does not connect with anybody, and he gets off quite a few rounds.
Yeah, and it's a machine gun.
Yeah,
Just go for it. And he's missing everybody.
missing everybody. But he doesn't. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't get too many off before.
No. It doesn't start aiming at the queen. He starts out on the left or the right side of the stage, his left, and just starts to go moving through.
And then Sean comes in, interrupts. The royal family is escorted away.
Yeah, guards start jumping on people right away and dragging them out.
We get a fight scene with obstacles now because you have a machine gun that's just spinning and shooting.
Yes, and this is the fight between Donnie Yen and Jackie Chan.
Yes, which is epic.
Yes, it's a really good fight.
Yes,
And it's on a boat with a machine gun spinning.
right. And Roy and Artie are together, and they're like, "How are we gonna get past this?" And Roy's like, "I got an idea." And you see them come flying in on a horse, and the
Yep.
horse leaps over that same guard that hit Roy and the boys.
Yes. Yeah, the guards are standing there. They're holding their ground as the horse charges at them. You can see the guards sweating.
Yep, knocks his hat off.
Yep.
And then Artie and Roy. Hold on. Nope. First we go to Chan. He's losing and not doing well. Then Lin comes in, and as I have it written, Lin comes in clutch and kills Wu by firework. Which is exactly what happens. She's got a
Yeah.
firework. She aims it at him, hits him square in the gut. It launches him back, and then it explodes with him,
Yeah, it just boosh.
which is cool.
It is cool. It's a great way to go out.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's a cinematic way to go out.
There you go. And then we get back to
Because it
Go ahead.
reminded me of Disney's Mulan,
I never saw
where
Mulan.
oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah. But then we get Artie and Roy. They corner um, Rathbone.
Rathbone.
He pulls out his sissy gun and shoots him. Shoots Artie in the shoulder. With
so so this is great. Artie's off the horse at this point, and Roy's on the horse and yells, "He's got a gun!" And he jumps off the back of the off the side of the horse away from where Rathbone is, and then Rathbone just shoots Artie,
yeah,
which is great because he just dives out of the way. He's like,
yeah.
"No!"
And then Lynn shows up.
Yep, Lynn and John.
Gives Lynn and Sean, yes. Lynn gives Roy his cards back. Gives him a
Yeah,
smooch.
he's like, "Oh,
And then Roy and Sean go to Big Ben looking for Rathbone. They follow him there.
yep, yep." Lynn says, "I'll stay here and take care of Artie. You go and take
And
care of Rathbone."
yeah, yeah. So they find Rathbone. Kind of. He
Yeah.
appears behind Roy and kicks him out of Big Ben's face.
Okay, you're skipping a lot.
That's what my notes say.
Oh, okay. So John grabs two swords off the wall. They each take a sword and start headed up Big Ben. They
Sure.
you see them go up, and John's like, "Let's split up so we can find him."
Good idea.
and Roy's like, "What?" But they split up, and Roy's slowly going up these stairs. Like, "I don't think he's up here. I'm going back down." And John's like, "Keep going, keep going."
Oh, because he's scared of heights.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get his head stabbed off.
Oh, yeah. He's also scared of violence.
Yeah. Yes, but
Yeah.
he works his way up the tower, and then he gets ambushed by Rathbone and kicked out of the face of Big Ben.
Yes. Which something we didn't mention is it is mentioned earlier in the movie that um, Rathbone is the greatest swordsman in the world.
Yes, yes, it has been stated that.
So we start the sword fight between Sean and Rathbone.
Yes, Sean gets very upset that his friend got kicked out the window, and he charges up, and
Yeah.
the sword fight starts.
And
And Rathbone has two swords. Sean has his
right,
because Rathbone
which
picked up Royce.
right, yes. And Chan is not Chan is a great fighter, but he is not a better swordsman apparently.
He is not. He is good. He is not better than this guy.
No. And this guy is arrogant, and that is becomes his downfall
Yes,
because
and this
he could have killed Chan a few times.
Yes, he could have. And this is, I'd say, the best fight in this movie.
Oh yeah?
I think so.
I disagree.
It is, it's really well done. The choreography, the sword work. I think it's really well done, and I think the best sword fights, at least one of the best sword fights that I've seen in movies. I can't think of anything that comes to my mind that tops this. It's
Princess Bride.
that was fun, but not a great
I
sword fight like this.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. And yes, I was mentioning Princess Bride as a joke because those
Okay,
are not trained fighters.
no, they're
Um
not.
no, I will say yeah, I don't know. The one when they get to London's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good fight. This one is just
But
the
if you
skill behind it.
the skill and the technicality of it, yeah, you might be right. But yeah, there's Rathbone's cocky because he is the best.
He is
And so he keeps
Oh.
the
disarming.
disarming, that's the word.
Yeah.
Chan and then
Of the, the
throwing the sword back and saying, "One more."
yeah, the movie does where he flips the sword with the other two swords and hands it back to him.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That I like that. And Chan is defeated at this point and then gets an idea and says, "One more."
Yeah.
Requests one more. And you can see Rathbone contemplate. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. It's like, no, I think we should end it now because the sword's gone. Now it's 1-on-1. But his arrogance
Yeah.
says, yeah, one more.
And Chan is not interested in fighting at all.
No.
He is this reminded me of a Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. In the very similar vein where he's like, "You killed my friend. Hack the rope. You killed my father. Hack the rope."
Yep. But yeah, his goal and at this point is not to stab Rathbone, it's to cut these cables holding the scaffolding they're on, the walkway they're on.
Yes.
I say cables, they're rope.
They're rope. Yeah. And that launches them both out of Big Ben's face.
Yes.
And
We didn't say it, but they show us earlier that Roy grabbed onto the minute hand or the
yeah,
hour hand.
and then slid down to the minute
and then
hand.
slid down to the minute hand and started working his way over to try and get to the edge, or just
I don't know where, but
yeah,
so yeah, he's on the minute hand, and he just happens to be in the right spot to catch Chon as he goes flying out.
yep,
Um,
that is
he does not
fortuitous.
he does not catch Rathbone, and Rathbone plunges to his demise.
Yeah, and that goes pretty quick. You're like, oh,
It's just suddenly over. Another thing we glossed over is one of the swords went down into the gears of the clock, and now that sword goes through and it breaks the gears, and so the minute hand goes from the quarter past to half past, and they
yes.
slide to the bottom.
For those not familiar with those terminologies, it goes from 3 to 6 really fast.
Yes. And they're like, well, what are we gonna do? And Sean's like, we jump, aim for the flag.
Because
Which
there's a big old British flag hanging on the side of Big Ben at the moment.
which reminds me of the other guys. What do we do? Aim for the bushes. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no bushes anywhere. Anyway, they jump, they grab the flag.
Yep.
They it tears right down the middle and somehow slows them down. And
Doesn't
then they
slow 'em
get
down. Well, I mean, it's ripping it slowly, so it's slightly
he,
decreasing their momentum,
yeah, at some point anyway.
and the
And
seam at
then
the
they
bottom holds.
but they fall off of that and fall a good like 50 feet down into the queen's carriage,
Movie got a
and
movie.
they land completely unharmed.
Yep.
Roy's still screaming.
Yeah. Ah, 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 ah.
So funny. And yeah, so and then Chan realizes where they are and he's like, dude,
Look, it's
chill.
the queen.
It's the queen. And then we cut to them getting knighted.
Yep. They did a great service for England and China.
Yes. And so and I don't believe you can be knighted if you're not an English citizen. A British citizen.
I don't know the technicalities of it, but yeah, I think you're right. But they're knighted.
Yes,
Sir
John
Chong
Wayne,
Wayne,
uh, Roy O'Bannon, and Sir Arthur Doyle.
Arthur Conan
Who?
Doyle.
Arthur Conan Doyle, which I'm sure you watched the movie or you pieced it together. Well, never mind, we'll get there. So they get knighted. The seal is returned. Arthur is going with it to see it home, and he mentioned earlier that he didn't want to be an inspector anymore. He wanted to write novels.
He wants to be an author.
I must be an author, and so he
He writes a
said
detective who. Uh,
so he's saying that the trip will give him plenty of time to write a novel he's thinking of
yes.
about a detective who solves cases by his deductive reasoning of looking at people's stuff, and he was hoping he could borrow Roy's alias,
Yep.
Sherlock Holmes. And
Yeah.
Roy agrees. And
Yeah.
fun
He's like,
fact, yes,
sure.
Arthur Conan Doyle is the author of Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, he is.
Um,
And Roy's like talking to Sean. Like, look, it was a stupid name,
eh,
Holmes.
Holmes for a detective, and we totally missed all the times they did that throughout the
Yeah.
movie. Well, a few of them, because like yeah, automobiles, that's never gonna take off. So
Yeah.
that was kind of a running joke.
Where he's just bad at picking investments.
Yeah. And then Sean's still messing with the box. And
Yeah.
Roy's like, just smash it open already. And he grabs it and they pull and it opens. And he gets a message. He sees, it's like, oh, it's just a rock with some writing on it.
Yeah.
And it's in Chinese. Like, duh. And we figure out what it says. I didn't write down what it says. Do you remember?
It says not the exact words, but it says, "Family is forever. You're always my son. I'm proud of you."
Basically, yeah. And yep. So they're leaving and Roy is trying to convince Chan to invest his money in movies.
Yes, in
And I was
Hollywood.
like, in Hollywood, yeah, movie become yeah, get into the movies. And Sean's like, huh, John Wayne, a movie star, it could work.
Yeah.
And then they mentioned that they feel bad about leaving that Chaplin kid behind, but he was just gonna get in the way.
Yeah.
And you see him poke out of the trunk, and he gets a little black, or he smudges a little thing above his lip
Yep.
for the signature Charlie Chaplin mustache, probably a reference to his character, the Little Tramp.
Yeah.
And then, as they're leaving, we see People are fixing Big Ben.
Yes. And then they complain about the tourists.
Yes. And then we cut to the blooper reel.
We do, which is great. I think more movies need blooper reels.
I agree.
It's a lot of fun. Good laugh at the end. So yeah, maybe not a blooper reel like a drama or a thriller or something, but definitely a comedies.
Yeah, definitely comedies. But we roll credits.
Yeah.
Marshall,
Yes.
would you like to give your final thoughts?
I will give my final thoughts. I enjoyed this movie. It's not as good as the first movie. It definitely had a few better bits, but overall, I don't think it was as good a movie as the first one. But it was still enjoyable. It's a good double feature. I think we watch them both together, or it's not like it's not like the first one's drastically better. Like, oh man, this one's awesome. I never need to watch the second one again. It's still an enjoyable movie. I just think the first one was more concise. Um, and yeah, but I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. The fights were really good. And like I said, that sword fight at the end was just amazing. What about you?
I agree. First one's definitely a better movie. This one did have better bits. It feels like they took what worked from the first movie and did it better.
Okay.
As far as like playing into the bits more, playing into um the Forrest Gump of it, if you will,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
how they have their part in history.
Right.
Playing into the fights a little bit better. So those aspects that were really what made the first one work the best,
Yeah.
aside from the story. They ramped that up, and unfortunately, yeah, the story wasn't as good. It wasn't as it seemed a little more we need to get here, and so
Yeah.
let's not. Um, the first one was a very good story, well told, without a lot of plot holes. This one was a lot more played up and less believable.
More about the bits than the story.
Yeah, and so I think it lost some ground in that regard.
And it had a
Uh,
lot of parallels to the first movie with how things lined up, and they're like, oh, that's from the first one, just differently, or that's from the first one, and just this way.
and
I mean,
reversed, yeah.
yeah,
And go ahead.
no, so you're gonna get that in sequels sometimes because of the similar characters and stuff, but this felt beat for beat sometimes.
Yeah, I think they did that on purpose as kind of
Yeah,
just a fun gimmick, and it works. It makes it so these movies do work as you can watch them together. I would say I would probably just watch the first one again and not really worry about the second one.
yeah,
I don't feel like I would need the sequel.
okay,
There's the first, yeah, first one was great. Second one, it's all right, but yeah, Jackie Chan's always fun to watch.
he is. He is always fun to watch.
But yeah, I think that wraps up my final thoughts. So
Okay.
let's get into it. What's next, Marshall?
Well, speaking of always fun to watch,
Oh boy.
um, I've got somebody in this movie who's always fun to watch. He's a great actor. He does huge parts, and this one, I believe he directed, if I'm not mistaken.
Gibson.
What?
What?
We haven't had him on the podcast.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did.
It's 'cause Maverick.
Yeah, yeah, Maverick. Man, that was early on.
Yeah.
Um, this one is a Tom Hanks feature.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are going to be watching a little movie called That Thing You Do. Have you seen it?
I don't even know what it's about.
Ah, it's
Oh,
about
no. You stole my movie.
the
About the
the
band?
yeah.
No. You stole my movie.
Was that going to be your next one?
Yes.
Well, now it's my next one.
It's like that thing you do. It didn't click, and then all of a sudden it was like, yes, you stole my movie.
Well, that's the first time that's happened.
I gotta pick another movie.
Yeah,
Wow. Huh. What episode is this?
40-ish.
43. 43 episodes till we finally had someone literally steal. The odds were not in our favor of this ever happening.
No, no, the amount of movies and everything.
And especially such an obscure one of that thing you do.
Yeah.
I mean, that I don't think either of us could have seen that coming.
No, probably not.
Yeah, I was literally talking to Rachel about this, like after when I picked Shanghai Knights, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that thing you do next. That's a great one.
Yeah, it is. Spoilers.
That's my line. That's I can't, anyway. Well, that's fun. But I think that's gonna wrap up the episode for today. So I want to thank you all who came and joined us on this back-to-back double feature of Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights. If you would like to reach out to us, you could do so at let's see, watchabropodcast@gmail.com, or we are on the X formerly known as Twitter at watchabropod, Facebook and Instagram under that same handle. Our intro and outro music is provided by my lovely wife, that intro being Blue, that outro being Orlando. And as always, thank you for watching.